Yo, what's happening? Today, I want to talk to you brothers who talk too much. There's a lot of y'all out there. I don't know if y'all be nervous. I don't know if y'all just feel like y'all gotta talk. I don't know what it be, but y'all need to figure out how y'all can talk less. Cause I've never seen a person that talks too much not talk themselves into a problem. Like, y'all dudes be sitting out here the whole time. Like, y'all can't let silence happen. Like, if somebody gets quiet, you got to start talking. And that's very, one, is very annoying. Two, you're gonna say something stupid. You have to. Like, you're just talking. You keep talking. You're gonna say something stupid. And three, nobody likes being around a person that's always talking. Like, bro, like, y'all call it the awkward silence or whatever. It's not awkward. It's just silence. It's just silence. Let silence happen. Sometimes nothing needs to be said. Just because there are 5 people over here doesn't mean somebody needs to be talking at all times. And like I said, you're going to talk yourself into problems. You're going to talk yourself out of good situations. First one, you're in a group with a bunch of people and you're just yapping. It's a group of people. You don't know what's going to offend who. So if you say something that's offensive to somebody, and now, you know, they start, they take off on you. Now you done got yourself into a fight because you running your mouth, talking, saying something that you don't even really know what's going on. Dude just pop off on you because you done said something that you wasn't supposed to say, or you done said something that touched a nerve. You said something that's recent to him and it's still an open wound, you know. Like, just shut up. Listen, use your ears, dog. Pay attention, observe. You're too busy talking. You don't even see what's going on around you because you're running your mouth. That's a way you can talk yourself into an issue. There's other ways, lot of scenarios. I'm not about to go through all of them. But there's plenty of times where you can keep talking and then now you don't talk yourself into a problem. Now, the other side of that is you could talk yourself out of a good situation. Say you're in a job interview or something. You're talking to the guy or whatever. You say, you talking. And he like, cool, this guy's cool. And you just keep talking. And all of a sudden, you say something like, oh, and now you done said a deal breaker to them. They're like, oh, no, you can't. I liked you at first, but now we can't do it. You done talk yourself out of the job because you keep talking. You're giving too much information. You're talking about stuff that you shouldn't be talking about, because if you're just a talker, you're going to talk about stuff that you shouldn't be talking about because you're trying to just talk. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I've been around a lot of talkers and they just going. Like, as a man, you can't do that. Like, you automatically, the number one thing is people are all automatically going to know you're not a wise person. They're going to look at you like, this is not a guy I need to get advice from. Anybody who's just talking is not a guy I need to get advice from. Because he's long-winded. Dude be talking too much. Like, don't nobody want to sit there and keep listening to you talk. Nobody wants to sit there and listen to you talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you're teaching something, or, it's a setting where you need to talk, or you're giving a speech or something like that, that's cool. I'm talking about just a regular conversation, casual conversation, you talking to people. You don't need to be sitting there talking the whole time. Let silence happen. If everybody has nothing to say, there's nothing to say right now. That's fine. Watch the game. Look at something that's around you. You don't have to sit there and talk the entire time. You look crazy. Nobody likes that. Even talkers even other people that like to talk don't like people who always talking. They don't even like it because they get less time to talk. So even the people that like to talk don't like talkers. Nobody likes somebody who's always talking, bro. And another situation where you can talk yourself out of a good situation is with a female. Y'all on a date. You trying to score. And you steady yapping. Steady talking. You gonna talk yourself right out that cat, bro. You have to know when to speak. I've told y'all words are very important. But a lot of y'all wasting words out here. A lot of y'all just want to talk. You look crazy. You look crazy, bro. I'm telling you. Like, and now your reputation is that of a talker. People are going to try to avoid conversation with you because they know if I start talking to them, it'll never end. People will literally go out of their way to not talk to you. They will always, like, you know if you're a talker, if every time you talk to somebody, they got something to do. Like, nobody wants to stop and talk to you. Everybody has something. I got to go, man. If you see somebody look at their watch every minute that you're talking to them, dog, or they're doing this and looking away, looking around, they don't want to be there anymore, dog. They don't. They're not engaged in the conversation. You've been talking to them for the past 10 minutes straight. They don't want to have this conversation no more, man. They don't. And it's the worst if they can't leave because they waiting on somebody or waiting on something, and now you just sitting there talking to them. Like, come on, bro. Like, I need y'all to recognize that. This is something you got to recognize in order to change. You have to recognize this. You got to look and be like, do I talk too much? I probably talk too much. You know if you talk too much. You know it. If you've never heard somebody say you quiet, if you've never heard somebody say, why ain't you, what's up with you, man? You good? You ain't talking over there. If you ain't never heard that before, then you are a talker, bro. You like talking. You talk, like, and talking has it has a place, but you don't just do it all the time, bro. Like, nobody likes a talker that just talks and talks and talks. You're not even bringing any substance. You're just talking. You're really just talking. Like, what are you talking about? What could you possibly be talking about? Where every time somebody sees you, you're talking to somebody. Like, they're talking about you. I'm telling you. When you leave the conversation, you are being talked about. They're like, hey, boy, that dude, he be talking, don't he? Yeah, man, that's just how he is, man. You got that reputation, dog. You a talker. You like talking. There's nothing wrong with like talking, but you got to understand. You got to see that. This is what I want y'all to see. Peep what's going on. Peep how you perceive, because unless you are cool with being a talker, if you cool with being a talker, you cool with everybody like that, he talking, that's what he do, and continue doing what you're doing. I'm talking about if you are trying to figure out why people are avoiding you, why people don't want to come around you, it's because you're not smooth, you're not cool, you just be talking. And then, like I said, 9 times out of 10, you're offending people because you're talking. You're always talking. You have to offend somebody at some point. You have to, because you're going to say something. You're going to give an opinion that shouldn't be given in this circle. It just is what it is. You got to know who you around, man. You can't say certain stuff in certain circles, but if you're a talker, you're going to want to say something. You're just going to sit there and you're just going to be talking and talking and talking. Like I said, you can get yourself in a really bad situation around the wrong people saying the wrong thing. Can't just go around talking, man. Like, hold your tongue. Say what needs to be said. If it doesn't need to be said, then don't say it. If what you're saying is not helping the situation or not giving somebody some knowledge, or you're not exchanging knowledge with a person, or you're not talking about something that's happening right now, like this is happening, so we're both in this situation, so I'm talking to you about it. If you're just there and you're bringing up some random conversation that has nothing to do with what's going on, has nothing to do with that person, they don't care. They don't care. If everybody's standing around and ain't nobody talking, we all chilling and say the football game on. If you're making comments about the football game, what just happened, that's fine. Everybody, because that's what's happening. We're looking at it. We're all looking at it. But we're sitting around all watching the football game and it's quiet and you come out talking about some, you know why I like spaceships, man? Because spaceships, dude, and you're looking like, what is he talking about? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, for real, no, turn the TV on. What are you talking about, dude? We try and watch the game, bro, and what are you talking about? Like, and it seemed crazy, but that's what people are saying in their head. They like, dog, like, shut up. People ain't gonna be that, well, some people will, but a lot of people won't be that mean to you, especially if they know your reputation, like, this is a talker. So they already kind of know, okay, it don't matter what's going on, dude about to be running his mouth. You got to kind of ignore him. But then some dudes are going to be like, bro, shut up. You've been talking for the last 10 minutes, bro. I'm trying to hit a game and you are talking about spaceships right now. I'm trying to hit a game and you talking about something completely unrelated right now. Nobody asked you about that. Nothing like that was on the TV screen. Nothing flew across the sky, nothing, man. What are you talking about? Where's this? What's going on, man? People don't want to hear that, So just recognize that and understand people do not want to hear you talk all the time. And when you do that, I tell y'all, when you do that, you water down your words. So any stuff that you have to actually say, anything where you're really like, I really need to say this, nobody's going to care because you're always talking. It's just more words. Nobody's listening to you anyway. So when you have something real to say, nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody's going to want to have that conversation with you for real. Unless they don't know you. Before they learn that you're a talker. If you're around people that all know you're a talker, nobody's going to hear it. You're watering down anything else that you have to say by talking all the time. Recognize that. Recognize that you be blabbing. You be talking too much. Recognize that and work on that. When you're in a situation and it's silent, let it be silent. Just let it be silent. Keep whatever floating around in here. Especially if it's unrelated to anything that's going on. You look crazy, bro. And just think about it like this. When you see somebody who doesn't talk, right? And when they do talk, it's something about what's going on. Something, they got something to say. And you're like, I ain't think about it like that. What do you think about that person? Do you think that person is smart? You think that person is wise? You think that person is whatever? Because of the fact that they always know what to say. And they always know how to say it. And they always know when to say it. This person understands the value of his words. That's it, man. Recognize that you talk too much. You got a big mouth. Recognize that everybody knows this. Everybody knows you talk too much. Everybody knows this. Recognize that if you want to, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying, if you don't want that, if you're wondering why people don't want to talk to you, wondering why people always turning and trying to get away, that's why. If you don't like that response, go ahead and change it. If you don't like people always looking at their watch, always trying to leave, always saying they got something else to do when you come around, when they was chilling right there for the longest, you come over there to them, now they got something to do. Now they phone ringing. Now they got to make a call. Now they got to go over here. Whenever somebody walk past y'all conversation, they trying to cling on them and get away from you. Like, hey, where you going? I'm coming with you. Just to get away from you, dog. If you don't like that response, recognize that you talk too much. Recognize that you need to shut up sometimes. Recognize that if what you're about to say does not pertain to anything that's going on, does not pertain to anybody's situation, you don't need to say it. There's nothing to talk about, man. Nobody wants to talk about what you're talking about. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. All right? That's it, man. Let silence be there. Silence is not a bad thing. You don't always have to fill silence with some words. All right, man. I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all later, man. Recognize.